Okay, so should I start now?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, so yesterday we were on this slide where I explained like a cluster uses Hazelcast for
Mm-hmm.
the shared memory. Okay, and data will be automatically replicated between the multiple nodes of a cluster. Okay,
Okay.
and due to this, since your data is replicated, so in case if your one node or two nodes got crashed, then your data will be saved because data is replicated in all the nodes.
Okay.
And the components that use this shared memories are VM component, VM queues, and the object store. But in RTF, object store doesn't use the shared memory.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Next is most connectors are not aware. Okay, so we are aware now that VM queues and object store are aware of this shared memory, that there is a shared memory and they are using that. But there are so many connectors that are aware of this shared memory. That means they doesn't know that the same kind of node cluster. Okay,
Mm.
and object store are implicitly cluster aware, but all the connectors that uses this object store are aware of this cluster. Okay, for example, cache scope. In cache, internally we uses object store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Correct.
show you that. You are aware of that. I think don't need to do this, but chalo koi nahi, we have time. So in cache we uses this object store. This one. Okay, so we need to set the object store. So since this
Mm-hmm.
is aware of this object store, that means it is aware of the cluster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go back. And idempotent message. Have you ever used idempotent message validator?
No. So only the validator, not on message. What is that? I
Oh,
didn't.
message validator checks whether the same message receiving in multiple hits or not based on the value that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me give you an example. Say you there is one I put it message validator, this one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is idempotent message validator connector. Okay, this one. Mm. And this is your having this idempotent message uses object to save message. Let's say
Your
in
voice
the
is
first
not
hit you
stable.
receive. Okay, is it hello? Is
No,
it clear now?
it's breaking. Uh, can you repeat one more time? Mm.
Hello, hello. Is it
Yeah,
clear?
it's breaking. No,
Okay. I was in this paint. You are able to see my screen, clearly, right? This paint. You
yeah,
are
yeah,
able
I
to see.
can see, but like it's breaking now. Your voice is breaking.
say if you have one request that is x is equal to 1. Here also again, no, here you sent x is equal to 2. And then you again sent x is equal to 1. Okay, this first, second, and third. Okay, so
So I can you repeat? I
request.
can't. No, it was like breaking. So can you repeat one more time?
I'm explaining you what is idempotent message validator. Okay,
No, can you repeat for me? Like I can't hear you clearly now.
idempotent message connector. We use
Mark,
idempotent
so
message
can you
connector.
repeat for me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat for me? So,
Yes, yes. I was saying that I am explaining you what is idempotent message validator.
okay.
Okay, that checks if the same message is coming again. Okay, if same comes again in the request, then it will reject the request. Okay,
No.
let's say
Okay.
you receive this request first and this request second and this request third, so this request will get failed. Okay,
Uh-huh.
behind the scene idempotent message connector uses object store to save this data. Okay, to check to validate whether this will come again or not. Okay, so this is aware of your cluster. That's what I wanted to explain. Okay, because
Okay.
it uses object store.
Mhm.
Let's move to next slide, and it is related to the clustering and load balancing. Clustering uses your shared memory, will have its own memory. They will not
Uh-huh.
distributed memory. Ideal for HA scenarios, that mean higher availability. The third one is built-in load balancing for VM queues. Okay, behind the scene, it uses balancing. Okay, you don't
Okay.
need to explicitly set any load balancing. And you can build this into the mule, built into the mule. These are the pros of your clustering. Next is your load balancing. Load balancing is very easy to set up. No performance overhead due to latency or data replication. Okay, in clustering, you are replicating the data in multiple loads, but in load balancing, you are not replicating any data, so there will be no performance issues. Okay. Next is configurable balancing balancing. There are two algorithms for load balancing. Based. So you can set any algorithm, okay, for load balance. So cons of clustering is performance will take okay. It is not supported by
It's
this is the
breaking. I don't
very
know.
very very important point. Again it is breaking.
Yeah, okay. I'm changing to my hotspot. I don't think if it is my internal, let me check. Okay.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Mm, okay. So it show me like your internet is on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you try again one more time?
Yes, yes.
Can
So
you? Yeah.
now
Now I.
able to hear.
Yes.
Okay, so I was explaining you the cons of clustering. Since you are having replication, so there will be performance impacted. Okay,
Okay.
it is not supported by Cloud Hub. This is very much important. On premises, okay, it is not for Cloud Hub. In Cloud Hub we have load balancing. Okay, third party product to achieve HTTP load balancing. Okay, for VMQs the load balancing is built in, but for HTTP you need to set up the load balancing by using the third party tool.
Mhm.
And for load balance requires third party product. Okay, no data synchronization, since it manage the idempotency you want to check. So in case
Um, I can't hear you.
for J. Okay, so which are cluster aware aware. Just TCP. Okay, it receives the incoming traffic. It receives incoming traffic and the out socket don't
Hello.
need any special configuration.
Now, can you rejoin,
Yeah.
please? Like, yeah. So I can't hear you. So it's breaking.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. Maybe like, can you
issues, no
rejoin one more?
issues. I can do that. Now it is visible.
It's loading. I don't know. Yeah. Now I can see.
Visible now.
Yes, it's visible. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. Source based access to the resource. So only one clustered instance can access the resource at a time.
So can you repeat for the first
That
one?
means for
The
writing.
socket based. Socket based.
Okay. Yep. Like your
Yeah.
HTTP. You may have seen while adding the HTTP or the request connector, your dependency automatically get added.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
Which one? Uh,
The connectors. Okay.
Today I can't hear you like clearly, so I don't know. Okay, let me rejoin. Maybe I don't
What
know.
happened?
Let me, I can
Okay.
clearly,
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
You
Let me.
were there because for me, I can hear you properly as well.
Try now.
Okay. Let me reshare my screen and you please let me know once it is visible.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Socket based. About the socket. HTTP connectors like request connector, listener connectors are socket based. traffic, and traffic must be distributed. So we have we actually this slide is cluster aware connectors. So which are cluster aware connectors, so that you have a scaling and all. So socket based connectors like FTP connector is your cluster aware connector. Okay, for your receiving incoming traffic, and that distributed. The traffic must be distributed over, like you have cluster, so that traffic must be distributed to these multiple. Okay, like node is not responsible for traffic, should be distributed. Okay, outbound socket based connectors don't need. Okay, so this is basically for inbound for your listener. Like whenever you will be having your request connector, that will not consider that these your distribution of your traffic. Is your resource based connector are also aware of cluster present
Mm-hmm.
inside a cluster. Okay, our connectors, resource based connectors are like file connector, FTP connector. Okay, so cluster automatically manages access to the resource, so the one clustered instance. So let's say you are having one cluster. Okay, so at a time only one node will be able to access the resource. Okay, outbound writing resource based connectors generate unique resources. These are the examples. Okay, distributed is
Mm-hmm.
not king is mainly for the read operation, not for the writing. Okay,
Okay.
identify cluster aware connectors and so next after this. Okay, so some based connectors. So listener based connectors are your VM connector, JMS connector. Here also the traffic will be, let's say you are having multiple nodes inside, the traffic will be distributed automatically. It must decide if the listener should fire only okay. So in the listener here,
Mm.
right, in the here you have this option advanced, and the listener in the
Mm.
advanced there
Still, it's still breaking. So I can't. Okay.